Welcome back to our channel today. Lyn and I are tackling something every creator faces. What happens when that spark, that burst of inspiration, just goes quiet?
It's a universal experience, isn't it? I can speak from my own experiences here. Those moments when the clarity fades and the momentum feels lost. We're diving into the dance between creator and muse, and how to navigate the times when your dance partner seems to have left you standing all alone on the floor.
You know the feeling. Those incredible periods when you're on fire. The vision's sharp, actions feel effortless, and the universe seems to be working with you through synchronicities. You're riding a wave of inspiration, fully alive and guided. It's magic. But then the music stops. The wave crashes and everything goes still. That crystal clear vision blurs, and moving forward feels like pushing through mud. You reach for your usual tools, meditation, visualization, affirmations, but you're met with blankness, a heaviness that nothing seems to lift. You start asking, where did my inspiration go? Am I stuck? In our world of conscious creation, we highlight the spectacular moments, the breakthroughs, but we often gloss over what happens in between, the quiet, the void. And this is where many people panic, feeling they must be doing something wrong. They worry they've lost their ability to create, or that their desires aren't meant for them. But the truth is, inspiration doesn't just disappear. She simply won't perform on demand. She's not a machine you can switch on. She's an artist, a partner. She doesn't come when you chase her, beg her, or try to force her out of a tense, striving mind. Think about it. She often shows up when you've completely forgotten that you were looking, or you're doing something mundane, totally unrelated to your grand vision. She appears when you stop checking your phone for her text, like a lover with an independent streak. This highlights a huge misconception. Inspiration isn't your starting signal.
Exactly, Paul. Inspiration isn't the green light you need before you can begin. Many creators are sitting in a waiting room, staring at the ceiling, waiting for inspiration's permission slip. But she's not the ignition, she's the echo. She's not the lightning, she's the thunder that follows. She arrives after you've released your rigid timeline, after you've stopped anxiously scanning the horizon. She comes when your energy for softens, becoming receptive enough for her to land gently. Inspiration is the universe's subtle response to your inner stillness. It's the cosmic nod that you finally quieted down enough to hear something beyond your own anxious thoughts. She appears when your nervous system is regulated, not when you're frantically trying to feel it real while your heart races. When your thoughts are rehearsing every possible negative outcome, when your emotional body finally relaxes after holding its breath, that's when she might just slide in beside you, as if she's been there all along. Not because you earned her through intense effort, but because you created space for her to occupy. Trying to force inspiration, or anything for that matter, is almost comical. You set the scene, candles, journal, vision boards, everything meticulously prepared for her arrival. And then, silence, nothing. The cosmic equivalent of being left on red. We desperately plead for the next step, the aligned action, but nothing comes. Why? Because you're not truly opening to receive. You're projecting expectation and frustration. Your inner state is broadcasting, I need an answer now. Inspiration can't land in a space cluttered with pressure. She seeks still waters, not anxious storms. She won't meet you in your mental strain or tight-jawed determination. She prefers to catch you off guard, washing dishes, walking the dog, or yes, often in the shower. She waits for that quiet moment when your mind takes a break, allowing her to whisper to be heard above the usual mental noise. For the doers among us, and most conscious creators are doers, stillness can feel like failure, like you're not manifesting hard enough. But the stillness we're talking about is an inaction, is creating receptivity. It's not in a state of having nothing to prove, nowhere urgent to be. It's allowing your system to return to its natural baseline after all the pushing. You're not uninspired because you're failing, you're uninspired because your system is still integrating. It's like sending multiple complex messages and getting impatient when you don't get an instant reply. Not realizing the recipient is still processing the very first message. You've sent your cosmic order, held the vision. Now your energetic field needs time to adjust and synchronize. Inspiration is part of that process. She arrives to confirm you're finally available to receive the next step that was already waiting.
It's incredibly easy to confuse silence with failure, especially in a manifestation culture that often emphasizes constant momentum and breakthroughs. Stillness can be misinterpreted as stagnation or proof you're doing something wrong. But think about nature. Nature has seasons of rest. The moon waxes and wanes. A volcano isn't erupting constantly. Instead, it's vast amounts of time in quiet preparation. You're not stuck in purgatory. You're ripening. This lack of inspiration isn't a punishment. It's a sacred pause. It's the quiet before a significant shift. Your field is rebalancing, clearing what's needed to prepare for a deeper alignment of what you're called in. What if instead of resisting this quiet phase, you welcomed it? What if you trusted that your next inspired idea is already en route, and your only task is to be quiet enough to receive it? Here's a truly liberating thought. You don't have to wait for inspiration to act. You don't even need to feel aligned to be aligned. Alignment is a frequency, not an emotion. Sometimes the most aligned state for your current phase might feel like boredom, restlessness, even discomfort. The caterpillar in its chrysalis isn't feeling inspired. It's undergoing a necessary transformation. The seed pushing through the soil is only responding to its nature, even if it feels like resistance. This quiet phase isn't something to fix or rush through. Just breathe. Allow the discomfort to be part of your recalibration. Let your silence be the fertile ground for the next blooming. Because it will bloom, but only if you stop disrupting the process with impatience.
One of the most comforting truths in conscious creation is this: you don't need to hunt down the next step. The next step already knows where you are. It arrives as a pull, not a push. A sudden clarity that feels obvious in hindsight. An impulse to lick someone up or a simple idea that just feels right. When it comes, you'll recognize it, not with fanfare, but because it lands in a space within you that is quiet enough to notice its gentle knock. It feels like remembering something you always knew. Inspired action isn't loud or demanding. It's clean, it's elegant. It doesn't rush or create chaos. It doesn't need external validation. It moves like water, certain, soft, and ultimately unstoppable. If you're longing for inspiration right now, aching for that next download, try something radical. Let her miss you. Stop scanning for signs, demanding sparks, or refreshing your vision board constantly. Just live your actual present life. Go outside and simply notice, without trying to decode messages in the clouds. Do something ordinary with mindful presence. Tend to your space. Eat a beautiful meal. Play without purpose. Daydream without analyzing. Take a nap without setting any intention. Let stillness fill your beings. And in that soft, unguarded space, when you stop thinking, she slipped back in, not because you forced it, but because you became receptive.
So, if inspiration feels distant right now, don't panic. You're not broken, off track, or falling behind. You're simply in the space between breaths. The space isn't empty, it's full of potential. It's not lacking guidance, it holds a quieter wisdom that requires a different kind of listening. It's here in its quiet that your next reality begins forming, not through forcing, but by allowing life to move through you. Let inspiration find you in your stillness, not your striving. Let your reality unfold in the silence between your intentions. Trust that the universe hears you, even when you're not speaking. And when inspiration returns, as she always does, she'll bring the knowing, the clarity, and the perfect next step. All you need to do is create space and perhaps enjoy the journey. In the meantime, because conscious creation is about becoming the person who can fully receive your desires when they appear. So breathe, release, allow, and know that your news isn't gone. She's just waiting for you to stop chasing so she can finally catch you.
Thank you so much for being with us today. We hope this helps you feel more at peace during and quiet, creative moments. If you found value in this, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights on conscious creation and living an inspired life. And let us know in the comments how you create space for inspiration. We love reading your experiences. So until next time, think differently, dream boldly, and create consciously.